Hello and welcome back everybody to the Island Solo. I am Mr. Hiccup, and today we're starting the video out a little differently. As you know, I've been having some trouble with this solo play and getting my cuddle intervals and mature rate and everything like that the way I want it. So I played with it and I played with it and I played with it, and I've been all over the map and just could not figure it out. Well, there seems to have been a patch that has changed things a little bit. So what I ended up having to do after researching to get it the way I wanted it, and the way I had it on my server before when I was able to play with it and do the math myself and get it right, is I went in and I used single player settings. I've done some research and found in several different locations these following settings that I'm using. So this is not my math, these are not my settings I come up with. After doing research, this is what I found, and I've put it to the test, and I think we're going to be okay. So the first one I wanted to show you was the baby mature speed. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I know that using the single player settings, it multiplies things, changes things. It's already done in the background in the game. 0.815 for some reason gives us the mature rate that we need. It's not taking that long for our dinos to mature up. I know it seems backwards, but it worked. I'm pretty happy with the mature speed. The second thing we need to look at using the single player settings is the baby cuddle interval. Now, after doing research, like I said, this is not my math. 0.2 is the settings we're using. I'm also been bumping the max difficulty up, but we're not going to worry about that right now. The only thing we're going to worry about is the mature speed and the cuddle. Those are the two things that I have changed. Now using the single player settings, it's changed my rates on some other stuff, so we might have to play with some other settings later to get that back to where we wanted it. But we're going to go ahead and hop in game here, and I'm going to show you the results I got with these settings. Once again, that's mature speed 0.815 and cuddle rate of 0.2. So we'll hop in the game here and see. I had a brief disruption in recording there. I don't know if y'all guys missed any of that or not, but once again, the mature speed is 0.815, cuddle is 0.2. Now, as you can see, this guy won't care in 15 minutes and 40 seconds. He originally started out the first time with 15, and I imprinted him. He needed cooked meat jerky. You can see that he is 32% matured. It took me a second to get what he wanted, but we did get an imprinting value down here at the bottom of 33%. So our imprint rate is greater than our maturing rate. So in 45 minutes, less than an hour, we will have a fully imprinted, fully raised dino. That's not bad. That's as quick as you're going to be able to possibly make it and still get your imprints. Now, from the research I've done, because this is pushing it really close with this parasaur to getting a full imprint, and I'm not really worried about getting a full imprint on this parasaur. But when it comes to our Theros and our Rexes and stuff like that, I am more worried about getting a full imprint. You know, because that's going to be our dinos we use to fight our bosses and stuff like that, and we're going to have them maxed out. So far, everything I've seen with these settings, and I'll put these settings in the description for everybody to see, so you can go back to. I had to use the solo settings. Use solo player settings. It was a little click box. Clicked on it, and I'll put the rest of it in the description below seems to be working. Wished I could take credit for it. This is not my math, but it works. So now, with that being said and the long intro, what I want to do next is start looking at getting another baryonyx. We need to start looking at making some kibble, and I also realized that I am at the level to make a thylacat saddle. So we definitely need to get some thylacat and start breeding on those now that we have all of our imprinting and maturing rates figured out. While I was waiting on this guy to won't care, I flew over to the redwoods over here, and I found one thylacat. It was a level 20 male, and so wrong door. As you can see, yeah, we went ahead and took care of that guy. We're going to need some higher spawns. So, yeah. Let's go ahead. I want all this, and then we're going to drop. Do I want a metal pike? We'll leave it on him. Ooh. Armor 20. Armor, yeah. Drop that. Drop that. Yeah, that's okay. Wow. Okay. So I already see a problem with our settings, because there's no way we should have 5 levels. So we may have turned the experience level back down again. I knew that the use of single player settings, it was going to multiply it, but I didn't realize it was going to multiply it that much. That we gained 5 levels in 15 minutes. That's a little ridiculous, especially at this high level. So we're going to have to fix that. Let's go ahead and take care of that now. We can't have that. Let's see here. XP multiplier. Now, from my understanding, using the single player settings is supposed to double this. So let's go with it was a 1.2. We'll go with a 0.6. And yeah, I think that's the only change that I need right now, and we'll see where that puts us. Sorry about the delay there, guys. My recording timer stops every time it goes into a loading screen, so I don't know never know if I'm recording or not. Fortunately, hopefully we're not going to do that too much. So, okay. So hopefully now our XP has slowed down some. Fortitude's where I want it. Weight's where I want it. Movement speed. Let's go ahead and pump one more in that just to make sure. And we're going to have to start pumping oxygen before too long. Let's see here. Let's do 2 in health and 2 in oxygen. And we've leveled up. Okay. So, and actually turning it back. We had 5 levels before we turned it back. Now that we've turned it back, And it seems like our XP has really slowed. We only have 4 levels, so didn't we only have 4 levels? Put 2 in health and 2, yeah. I think it done really well. I don't know. We'll have to go back and look at it, but I'm not really concerned about it because I think we're back to where we want to be. So, anyways, sorry about the start of this video, guys. These settings, I know they're boring, but I also know that some of the content that people put out there doesn't really show exactly what's going on, and that's what I wanted to do for you guys, is show you exactly the settings I've changed and how I changed them to get to where I'm at. Because I don't want this to be ridiculous, I just want it to work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fly over here and we're going to take a look and see if we can find we need a female Thero. I don't remember what our baryonyx was, so let's go back and take a look at that real quick. We need a female Thero, a couple of them, to start our egg production to make Kibble. So we know we need that. We need to get into some thylacats, and you are male, so we need female baryonyx so we can start to breed and imprint on those, and that's going to allow us to start our cave runs. So let's see what we can find. What do we have fighting over here? Packy fighting the Dalo. Okay. That's not exactly what we wanted. So, before I flew around the back side of the redwoods here to the left, and I went around that way to see if I could find any thylacats. As you go over there's like a little river that runs up in the middle of the redwoods, and it's usually a pretty good place to find thylacats, which, like I said, I flew all over that. I found one, and it was a level 20. So I think this time we're going to go this way. They're really hard to spot in the trees sometimes. I really haven't had much luck with seeing many of them. But hopefully the more time we are in the redwoods, the more luck we'll have spawning. Oh, sorry about that. Sneeze break. Also, before too long, we're going to have to go get us some rare flowers, and we're going to tame us up some giant bees. So that's going to be a thing. So hard to see these thylacats in these trees. We're going to fly up in the middle here. We're going to take it slow. We're probably going to have one jump out on us. But we're going to take it slow and look around, and hopefully keep that from happening. And maybe we can spot one. There's another spot up here that I like going. It's a hot spot for them. So we'll see what we see as we get closer to that area. I'm not seeing really anything down in here. Normally when I come into redwoods, they're all over the place. I just haven't seen many. And the one I did find wasn't even on a tree. It was down running around, but we do have a couple of Theros over here. So as I go up through here, we're going to have to check these guys out, see what level they are. What level are you? You would work. And you would work. Okay, well. Let's see if I can get you guys. Hey, you want to come get me? There you go. Hey, do you want to come get me? There you go. Ooh. Okay. Y'all hit hard for lower. Okay. Chill out for a minute. Hey, you're supposed to be coming to get me over here. Remember? There you go. Come on. Yep, you're still here. Keep coming. Try to work y'all down here. Now see, this is the time where I will find that Thalacat. Did y'all forget about me? Hey guys. There you go. Come get me. See if I can get y'all down over here. You're still coming. As long as one of you is following, we're doing good. You know what? We actually need to go down this way. Because we're going to need to cross the water here. Y'all still with me? Still following? Lose aggro? Hey, I'm still here. Come get me. Okay, there you are. Okay. Don't get me trapped. Come over here. Yep, they still have aggro. Okay, not the time. Okay, well, we'll leave one of you back. As long as one of you is following us, we know where the other one's at. Did you lose aggro already? Hello? There you go, come on. You know what? This might not have been the best idea. Because I just remembered. I'm pretty sure they can get out of my trap. Pretty sure. But we're about to find out. I got a little idea on how I want to do this, so yeah, you're working on it, huh? I don't know what there's wood in there that they was hitting. It was doing damage to something, but I don't know what it was. Okay, I don't know what that hit, but how about you just get knocked out? Can we do that? There we go. Okay. So now, while they're building torpor, we'll go over here to the base. And we need to grab some narcotics, and we need to grab some corn. So the reason I'm doing these low level guys like this is because they're the easiest ones to, hey, you want to cuddle? See, there we go, 33%. Which I ain't been over here with him, but we're at 60% on mature rate. And we're at 67% imprint. So doing good with our settings so far. Now I do not remember. Well, first off, let's just go over here and grab a stack of these, and then we'll go I think I put them on one of the parasaurs, but I don't remember which one. Okay, we have carrots, potatoes, no corn. Well, let's try carrots. And just in case, we'll grab a stack of miho berries. Now let's get back over here to this guy. So I don't remember if I finished my statement about the low level tames. I like to start out with low level tames because they're easier to put down. They're easier to keep down and feed and all that. I'm not worried about the level because I'm simply going to take this one and I'm going to put it next to, oh wow, I got a bunch of narcotics on me. I'm going to put it next to the other one, just so it produce eggs. Now, with the new Kibble rework, the way they done it, with it being like the 5 levels of the Kibble, if you tame a creature, its egg will produce the Kibble to tame more of that creature. So now that we have a low level male and female Therizino, they will produce eggs. Their eggs will then turn around and be used to tame up higher level Therizinosaurs. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe the Rex and the Therizino Kibble are on the same level. So then we'll also be able to tame high level Rexes using this Kibble. All it takes is some low level dinos to get you started, and then you kind of go from there. So we'll have our fighters that we're breeding up for fighting, but then we're going to have our low levels that's constantly producing the Kibble for us. And we don't need the big Kibble farms like we used to with the old Kibble work, to where each dino took a different type of Kibble. Now there's 5 different types of Kibble. Your eggs, let me see if I still have them in my inventory. So this is the parasaur eggs, and it says tremendously nourishing by itself, this egg provides basic nutrition. That basic nutrition means that it will make basic kibble. Any animal that takes basic kibble can be tamed up using this egg if you turn it into kibble. So that's the way that works. So this should be, I'm pretty sure, it's I don't remember what the lower levels was because I normally don't make kibble for them. But I think it was something like basic, simple, basic, regular, superior. I think there might be 6. Simple, basic, regular, superior. There was another one. Exceptional and extraordinary. Yeah, there's 6. Extraordinary, I think, is your highest level. We'd have to look at it. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but I think these guys produce the second to the highest level. The only way to get the highest level kibble is to tame the ducks and get the golden eggs, or to tame Uteranus's and use their eggs. That's the only two things on the island that's going to produce that highest tier. So moving on from here, we'll use the Thero eggs to probably help tame us up some high level Therizinosaurs, or not Therizino. We'll use the Therizinosaur's eggs to tame up high level Thylacats. I think I may have said that backwards the first time. I'm not sure. But once we have our Thylacats, I will show you my method in taming low level Uteranus's. And basically you just tank them with a Thylacat, and if they roar then your Thylacat runs off. It's not a real big deal. You just basically stay aware of your surroundings, and the effect doesn't last long, so once the effect is gone, then you may have to like kill a couple things that you've ran into, but yeah, I'll show you. It's not bad. But then we can get some low level Uteranus's, and once you get that kibble going on, that's the only kibble you need. You can tame everything with that kibble. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit. I'm not going to have you guys sit here any longer, because I've been sitting here just rambling. I know this has been a long, boring episode. So I'll bring you back once I get this girl up. And we're up. So, we're going to name this one Kibble. Awesome. So, did you eat? You didn't. Well, we're going to take that back. We're going to take that back. And you can have a few of these till we get back to base. Okay. So, are you stuck? Nope. Okay, good. That's what you were damaging. You were damaging my ramps. Huh. Jerk. Get you back over here to base. Doing pretty good at keeping up with me so far. Is this gate? It is this gate. And you've made it through. Cool. Alright, let's get over here. Land our RG. And I want you to come right over here. Now we have Big Bird and Kibble. Awesome. So, we also need to tame us an Oviraptor at some point too. I guess I could save up all the Parasaur eggs and go tame my Oviraptor. So I was hoping that we might get an egg pretty soon. We'll have to keep an eye out. Because I'd like to know, because I can't remember off the top of my head, what egg we'll get from them. Oh, poor little Parasaur. Anyways. Yeah. So now if I wanted to, and I have done this before, especially with some of the more dangerous dinos, you could just breed these together, and just build up a big kibble for them. Now, the low-level Uteranus's, I tend to do that with. These guys, probably not. I don't need that many of them low level. I may save up enough to start getting me some high level, and then the eggs that the higher levels lay, I'll use to produce kibble as well. But, what was that? Was that nothing? Just... Really? Okay. But yeah, I don't need a whole bunch of these low level, because I plan on, like I said, getting into the Uteranuses pretty soon. Even though we may not be able to. Hey buddy. We'll worry about you later. Got distracted by a monkey. What was I saying? The Uteranuses. They're my kind of standard. I don't tame up a whole lot of other dinos for kibble. This is just going to give us an intro to be able to do that. With the Theros, once I have a decent level... Thala. Once I have a decent level Thala, then I'll be able to start getting my low level Uteranuses. And once we have several of those made up, I'll have my egg production. And from there, we'll start concentrating on higher level dinos. And cave runs and stuff like that, getting geared up for our first boss fight. So, hi little guy. Let's just let's go ahead and tame you while I'm waiting. I'm almost out of berries. Well, we'll just go ahead and tame you while we're waiting on this one to produce an egg. Since you're right here in our base and you want to be our buddy anyways, we'll make you our buddy. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but there is some Red Dead being played. Excuse me. Do we have an egg yet? No egg. Okay. Are you ready to be fed again? Let's see, the second feeding is usually a little quicker, so... There we go. Hey, quit running. I want to see something. Okay. So... Do we already have a peanut? Come with me, we have something to look at. Hey, Kibble. I'd really like an egg if you don't mind. That's kind of the whole point. It is for you to produce eggs, and we would really like an egg to see what kind of eggs you produce, to see what we can use it for. Okay, be back in a minute. We'll give you some privacy. You go ahead and lay that egg. So, let's go over here. And I have a peanut. Well, Peanut, you have a friend. Peanut, the second. And we want you to stop following. Ah, cool. Alright, so I forgot we had all that cooked meat in there. Looks like we're doing okay on everything right now. Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and put this and this and these. There we go. I'm just going to drop this. Drop this. Go ahead and just drop this. Okay. Whoa. We'll throw that in there as well. Alright. Doing amazing. So guys, I'm just trying to kill a little time right now to weapons, armor. See if we can get an egg, basically is what I'm doing. Saddles, Chinton. Do I have a building bin? I think that's hide, fiber, miscellaneous resources. Okay, let's change your name. If I can spell. To building, and we're going to throw this in you. Alright. Now, narcotics. We're going to put that in there. We got some spoiled meat. We need to be out gathering berries. Now that we got all that situated, this is not going according to plan. You need to lay an egg. We have a female orgy. They produce good eggs too. You haven't laid one somewhere that I didn't see, did you? No, I suppose not. Anyways, we're gonna wait for a second. This girl to lay an egg, and I'll be back with you. So, been waiting for a while. I know you probably saw us cut in and out there a couple times. That's because I was looking to see what kind of kibble exactly they did produce. And they do produce, well, I just looked at it. It is the second highest level. So we're going to be able to tame anything we want to, except for Uteranus's with this kibble. So yeah, we just need egg production to happen now. So next episode we may tame up another one. We may start some breeding, but we are going to do something to get this production started along because we need the kibble. We're just running a little long on today's episode because of all the boring facts I put in at the beginning. I know it's not been the most exciting, but I hope you found today's episode to be educational, at least. At least you know the base of where all my settings are coming from and how I'm able to do what I'm doing. That was the main thing. I wanted you guys to be informed and know. So I know it wasn't an exciting episode, but I want it to be an educational video because things are going to start progressing along pretty well here now. We're going to start doing some more tames. We're going to get into the kibble making. We're going to, start looking for those high level tames and start doing some breeding and some stuff like that. The imprinting will come later on because I'll show you as I go what we get into there. because we're not going to imprint until we have our final boss ready dinos. But I wanted to go ahead and figure it out now because I didn't want to start down that road and then it be off and not be able to get the imprints and stuff like that. Because once you start breeding and everything like that, then the dinos you have are kind of stuck in that loop. So I like to get the settings worked out from the very start. That way, as we breed, they're stuck in the loop we want them to be stuck in, and we know for a fact that that's going to work, and we're going to be able to get the imprints and maturing that we want. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling now. I hope you've enjoyed the video, found it educational, whatever. Please leave a comment, let me know. Do you like the educational videos? Was it too boring? What would you like to see from this point on? Whatever you choose for the video, please let me know, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.